There is only one reason to suffer, to figure out you don't have to suffer anymore. If you are ready to transform your life, then this video is for you. Did you ever notice that people, when thinking about their future, usually become stressed and anxious? It's because their subconscious program is saying they are not good enough, they can't do it, it's not their destiny to succeed, and so on. But today, you'll learn that this isn't exactly true. A habit is like a robot inside your head and body. It happens automatically because you've done it over and over. Your body learns it without you thinking much. Imagine waking up and immediately thinking about your problems. These thoughts are like old memories stuck in your brain. They connect to feelings from the past, making you feel sad or upset. This sets your mood for the day, keeping you stuck in the past. So, if you keep thinking and feeling the same way, your life stays the same. Your actions become a routine, like following a program. Even though you might want to change, your body is used to doing, you need to go beyond just thinking about it. Meditation helps because it calms the busy part of your mind. This lets you access the deeper parts of your brain where your habits are stored. You can teach people how to change their brain waves by practicing certain techniques. When they slow down their brain waves correctly, they can access their inner system where big changes can happen. Most people wait for something bad to happen before they decide to change. But why wait for tragedy when you can learn and change when you're feeling good? Right now, many people are starting to wake up to this idea. What really hits home for them is when you talk about trauma. Trauma is when something really bad happens and people keep replaying it in their minds. But why is it so hard for them to move past it? The stronger your emotional reaction to an experience, the more your brain pays attention to it. It takes a snapshot of that moment, creating a strong memory. So, when something triggers that memory, you think and feel like you did during the original event. Most people think they can't control these emotional reactions, but they can. If you let these reactions linger for hours, days, or even longer, they become your mood, temperament, or even a part of your personality. So, the key is learning to shorten the time you let these emotional reactions control you. That's where the real work begins. When something happens to people, they tend to keep thinking about it. This happens because their body tells them to pay attention to what happened, especially if it was stressful or scary. Most of the time, people spend a lot of their lives feeling stressed and worried. They're always expecting the worst to happen, based on things that happened before. They pick out the worst possibilities from all the things that could happen, and they start to feel really scared about them. This fear becomes a habit, and their body gets used to feeling afraid all the time. It can even lead to panic attacks without them realizing it because their body learned to react this way without their control. When you ask someone why they act a certain way, they might say it's because of something that happened to them a long time ago. This means that event changed them in a big way, and they haven't been able to move past it. When they think about that event, their body reacts the same as if it's happening again. They get a rush of strong feelings, and they get hooked on feeling that way. They might even use their problems to remind themselves of why they feel this way, just so they can feel something. So, when it's time for them to change, they find it really hard because every time they remember that event, their body reacts the same way as if it's happening right then. Their body doesn't know the difference between what's happening now and what happened before, so it keeps living in the past. This affects their thoughts, feelings, and their whole way of being. The hardest part of changing is deciding to do things differently. When you make that decision, get ready because it's going to feel weird at first. The thing is, the more you keep thinking and feeling the same way, the more your brain gets used to it. It's like a program running in your mind. Here's how it works. You have a thought, and then comes the feeling that goes with it. For example, if you have a scary thought, you'll start to feel anxious. Your brain checks in with your body, and if it senses anxiety, it'll make you think more anxious thoughts. This cycle keeps repeating, and your body starts to think that's just how things are supposed to be. So, when you try to change, it feels strange because your body isn't used to it. It's like your body is saying, "Hey, you've been doing this for so long. Why stop now?" It tries to pull you back into your old habits by making you feel guilty or scared. If you listen to those thoughts and feelings, you'll end up making the same choices and feeling the same way as before. Now, when I talk about the body becoming the mind or the unconscious mind, it means that your body reacts to your thoughts and feelings as if they're real experiences. So, when you imagine something scary, your body reacts as if it's really happening. This happens because your body can't tell the difference between what's real and what you're just thinking about. Most people keep reinforcing their emotional states, so when they try to change, their body fights back because it's used to feeling a certain way. It's like your body has taken control, and it's hard to break free from that. But stepping into the unknown, even though it's scary, is where real change happens. Instead of being afraid of what might happen, you can create your own future by choosing your thoughts and actions deliberately. So, instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, focus on what you want to create right now. You can even practice this by imagining yourself doing the things you want to do. Rehearsing what you want to happen can actually help your brain believe it's already happening. When you close your eyes and imagine doing something, your brain thinks it's real, even though it's just in your head. This helps your brain get ready for what's to come. If you keep doing this, it's like you're programming your brain to expect good things. At first, it might feel strange because your body isn't used to feeling this way, but the more you practice, the more your brain gets used to it. Eventually, you might start acting and feeling like a happy person without even trying. The tricky part is teaching your body to feel the future before it happens. This means you can't wait for success or love to feel good. You have to feel good first, and then success and love will follow. It's like flipping the script on how things usually work. Instead of waiting for something outside of you to change how you feel inside, you change how you feel inside to change what happens outside. In the old way of thinking, people believed their outside circumstances determined how they felt inside. But in the new way, you realize that how you feel inside can change what happens outside. It's about taking control of your thoughts and feelings instead of letting them control you. So, how do you do this? It starts with visualizing what you want in a way that makes you feel empowered. This could be through meditation or simply imagining yourself in a different state of being. The key is to focus on what you want to create in your life instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. When you start to believe that you're the creator of your reality, everything changes. When you keep doing the same things with the same people in the same places, it starts to feel like your surroundings are shaping who you are. Instead of your personality creating your reality, it's like your reality is shaping your personality. This happens because every person and every experience triggers emotions in your brain. For example, some people might use their boss to justify their habit of judging others, or they might use their enemies to fuel their hatred. It's like they need the outside world to feel something inside. But to change, you have to be stronger than your environment. That's where meditation comes in. Meditation helps you disconnect from your surroundings. When you close your eyes and sit still, you're telling your body to focus on just your thoughts. You're not eating, smelling, or feeling anything, so all your attention goes to your mind. Sometimes your body might try to pull you back into old emotions like anger or stress. But when you become aware of this and bring your focus back to the present moment, you're taking control. It's like telling your body, "No, we're not doing that anymore." If you keep practicing this, eventually your body will get used to it. It's like training a pet. Eventually, it'll learn to listen to you. And when that happens, you'll feel a sense of freedom. You'll break free from old habits and emotions that used to hold you back. And we've seen this happen many times through brain scans and studies. You have the power to shape your own reality and create the life you truly desire. Through the practice of meditation and mindfulness, you can break free from old patterns and unleash the boundless potential within you. Every time you choose to focus on the present moment and align your thoughts with your highest vision, you are taking a step towards your true liberation. It may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. So, embrace the journey of self-discovery and transformation. Dare to dream big. Envision a future filled with joy, abundance, and love. And know that with dedication, persistence, and unwavering belief in yourself, you can manifest miracles beyond your wildest imagination. The time to rewrite your story is now. Trust in the power of your mind, harness the energy of the universe, and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful and miraculous ways. You are the creator of your reality, and your potential is limitless. So go forth with courage, passion, and an open heart, and let your light shine brightly for all the world to see.